There we go. And we're live. All right. There's my notification saying, hey, you're live. All right. So, let's see who's the unlucky one. So, Leaf, you're 1, 2, 3, 4. So, a D4 is all we need. All right. So, Vamp, why don't you go ahead and tell us what happened last week?
What happened last week?
The notes are done if you want to read. Or just
Yeah,
skim
they're
through.
done.
Part is I have them right in front of my face. So, so the party ended. I guess the battle with the Elfling Jack Frost person, and we were stuck in the middle of the woods, kind of not sure our bearings yet. So we decided to make camp. While we were resting, a stranger approached. Tide was a little apprehensive since this guy was just leisurely walking towards our camp with a slightly aggressive approach. Tide was able to find out what this guy was. Evidently, he was an adventurer or rookie adventurer, so to speak. And he introduced himself as Whistling Coast. We did not divulge our identities to him yet. We wanted to kind of get a feel of what he was like and what he actually was after, but he seemed honest enough. And we decided to head towards Emon with him. On the way, we got attacked by houses, and they nearly kicked all of our butts. But thankfully, Whistling Coast, he was pretty handy with an arrow, so he was able to assist us in taking the monstrosity down. After that, we headed into Emon, regrouped, and restocked on all of our equipment and headed back to the guilds. Meanwhile, Quinn headed towards the Church of the Changebringer and requested to have Stu reincarnated. During the ceremony, something seemed to have gone wrong. Quinn ended up being summoned into hell. Had to, I guess, negotiate some things that we weren't privy to. And later that evening, in the middle of the guild, all of a sudden this bright light appeared. Those that were in the guild hall were, again, apprehensive. Actually ran out of the guild hall. And then all of a sudden, Sue appeared. And that's where we left off. Oh, and Whistling Coast disappeared after a conversation with Celise. I guess once he found out that we were the Cunning Crawlers and Haruto had passed away, his interest in becoming a Cunning Crawler had ceased. We won't know that because he disappeared.
All right. So, you guys are standing outside of the Cunning Crawlers Guild looking in as Sue emerges from this light. He flicks off his coat, looks around a little bit, walks over to the bar and grabs a bottle, pops the cork, and takes a big, long drink. What are you guys doing?
Sue, darling, is that you?
Oh, yep. He runs his wrist across his mouth and takes a look. Where is everyone? This place is usually booming.
I'm still out. Oh, go ahead.
Are you sorry?
I'm still outside staring at him with a dumbfound look.
I step a little closer. Well, darling, it has been a while, but you do remember Vasselheim, don't you?
Yes. I did my best, but unfortunately I was taken out. But I'm back now.
Well, many of our members have been taken out as well. You're basically seeing what's left of the Cunning Crawlers.
What? We did we lose? We didn't lose, did we?
It was a victory, so to speak, but we lost a lot because of it.
It's also been like 3 years or so since then.
It's been that long?
Yeah, and I'm yelling this from outside.
Leave, come on in, dear.
Who's been in charge? Who brought me back?
Mr. Quinn has been in charge. Maybe he's the one that brought you back. He went on an errand. He has not returned just yet.
When he returns, have him come to me.
Certainly, sir.
Could you explain how the last couple years have been?
It's been rough, that's for sure, especially with the churches and the oh goodness, I can't even speak right now. The frowned upon about reincarnation, resurrection spells. There was a huge meeting apparently, and many churches are not performing them.
Is that why it took so long to bring me back? Is the churches are refusing resurrections?
Well, and that, and then it is quite costly.
Oh, after everything we've done. He finishes the bottle and drops it behind the thing. It clings to the ground, rolling behind there, and he just grabs another one and pops the cork. How many have we brought back so far?
Well, you mean, resurrecting?
Yes.
Well, majority of our high, priests and high magic, spellcasters, have gone on their own way. So I think Quinn may have thought the idea of if we brought you back, it would be a lot easier to resurrect the rest of the guild.
And it's taken you how long?
It's taken us a few years, so yes.
He seems to be lost in thought. What are the others doing?
Many of our smaller party members, they spread around trying to recruit elsewhere, and we've been doing side missions here and there to build up the party funds and the guild funds. I know Quinn has struggled over the last few years to keep the roof over this place. I think he was renting out the rooms just to make ends meet.
So So there's non-cunning crawlers staying here.
Well, I don't know that for a fact, but it may have been so. I'm sorry, sir. Quinn was in charge. I just followed his suit and did what he asked.
He looks to Leafy, who's still standing outside.
Oh, I came in at some point.
Okay. Go upstairs and vacate the non-guild members now. Give them their money back if need be, but get them out of here.
Alright. I go up the stairs. Start pounding on doors. Hey, you're being kicked out.
There's actually nobody up there, but it takes you a little while to do that. In the meantime, he goes through probably another 2 more bottles. So, the churches won't resurrect my family, then we'll just have to get it done another way, now won't we?
Very well, sir.
Go find this Quinn. If I remember correctly, he's the human, always running around in armor.
Yes, sir. Very tall human, running around in armor.
Yes, go find him for me, will you?
Alright. Do you mind if I take my party?
Sure.
Alright. Todd, Leaf, we're gonna go get Quinn.
Sorry.
Okay.
Tide pushes himself up from his seat and follows.
So we had to change bringer.
Alright. You get there. Without any trouble, actually.
We see any people, or is there still an investigation going on?
There's no investigation, no. There's a guard there. That seems new, but once you're in the temple, there's only some priests and priestesses walking around.
So I'll approach the first priest or priestess that I see.
Yes, my child.
Good evening. We're looking for our party leader. He was a very, very tall, like 6, 7 foot tall human in armor, paladin.
I can't say that anybody matches that description. Has been in today.
Oh, I think it was, what time of day is this? Is this the next day, or when was the last time I saw Quinn?
Yes, I think this is a day and a half. It's how long you guys waited.
Right. Actually, I think it was a day or 2 ago.
Oh, unfortunately, our high priestess that was running the, looking after the temple, was in charge that day, and unfortunately, we haven't seen her since.
Well, that is very peculiar. Could it be just a coincidence that we're missing our leader and you're missing yours?
It must be.
Must it?
Must it?
She's looking nervous.
Is there something that you're not telling us? I mean, we're very concerned about our friend.
There's nothing that we know of.
And insight?
What do you mean? Roll. She seems to be very nervous.
I look over at Tide and Leaf and said, I'm worried. They know something went down, but they're not they're not telling us. There were rumors that there was quite some damage left behind a few days ago. Was that around the same time your fair priestess disappeared?
Maybe.
Maybe. Is it... I do hate to do this. Is there someone maybe above your station that could assist us in our questions?
No, I just told you that the lady that was in charge of the temple has gone missing.
You don't have a second in command or anything?
I'm gonna have to ask you guys to leave, please.
Well, I do apologize for making you uncomfortable, but I guess if you hear anything, we'll be at the Cunning Crawlers Guild. Again, we're stressing that we are very concerned about our missing party members.
Thank you. What do you guys do?
I'm gonna nod to them to step outside of the temple.
She follows you out, and then she seems to be talking to the guard, pointing at you as well.
So that was a bust.
Yeah, and I have a feeling that right now she's telling that guard that if we show our faces here again, we're not welcome.
Oh, I'm thinking we maybe should have maybe tried a gentler approach there, but who knows?
How much more gentler could I have been? I mean, I'm charming anyway.
You guys kind of realize this is the most you guys have heard Celeste talk in a long time.
Mm-hmm. The same realization hits that Tide usually talks more than this.
Right?
So what do you guys do?
Well, I think we should keep our eyes and ears peeled about this situation, because I'm concerned that Quinn missing and the High Priestess missing and Sue showing up all have something to do to each other.
Maybe.
But I don't know anything about resurrecting.
So I've heard that when you need to find someone, sometimes you can just put a bunch of posters with someone's face on it, and maybe they'll show up.
Tide, after being quiet for a bit, does raise a finger to... I would like to just point out you're thinking in the wrong department, Leaf. That is a good idea to get someone found. That's not necessarily the right way in this circumstance. I speak from experience.
We can't put up a poster that says wanted 200 gold?
You could, but that wouldn't put a very good, good impression.
Well, let's just head back to the guild hall and let Sue know we couldn't find him.
I'm gonna have to suck on a hall, guys. I'm sorry.
All
right.
Yeah,
wow.
like the medicine.
The guild hall.
That's right.
But before the party leaves for the guild hall, Tide's gonna turn to the two of them and go, I'm just going to try something real fast. If it works out, if it doesn't, I'll meet you at the guild hall.
Alright, well, stay alert, because we don't need to lose another one.
Nods.
You guys
Also
also
don't-
do recall that his brother was hunting him down.
Mm-hmm. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna walk straight back to the temple that my compatriots, because I had no part in that, were denied from.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk up to the guard.
The guard is now missing.
Excuse me?
The guard has seemed to have left.
Like, inside the church, or like...
He's not on the outside.
Okay. I'll just step inside then.
All right. You can give me a perception roll.
Sure thing, Chief. $15.
The guard does not seem to be in the building, but the same priestess is there.
Is there an altar?
Yes.
I'm just gonna plainly walk up to the altar.
Okay.
Am I stopped? Am I getting any looks?
Nope.
Tide's just gonna drop to his knees, not like in a prostrating position, but kind of like slack backed on his knees, arms down his side.
The altar is made up of a statue of a beautiful woman with her eyes closed.
Just gonna do that and put his head down and close his eyes and mutter to himself, hoping that his words get thrown out into the ether. I frankly don't know you, and I'm not a religious man. But I know that people in the direst of circumstances turn towards religion. But I can't give you solace knowing that that's what I'm going to do now. I think I phrased that wrongly, but continuing. I didn't really know Quinn for that long. But what I do know is I keep having people come to me in my life who I think I can know, I think I can trust, and I think I can bond with, and they all go away. One way or another, they all just vanish. I've heard things about you clearing a path for people, and I just hope that maybe that could work out for me. And if not me, then wherever Quinn is, if he's dead, then I hope you can provide him rest. If he's off on a journey, then I hope you can make the path clear. And he's going to stay there for a little bit, just in that position.
All right.
Also, I'm kind of getting an echo on your end where I can hear myself.
Okay. Everything's off. My mic might be just a little too close.
That might be me, actually. Sorry.
No, I think it's L.
All right. So, while he's doing that, the rest of you guys get back to the guild hall. It seems that Sue has moved all the furniture to the right side of the room and has laid out parchment on the floor. And the parchment is being held down by what seems to be diamonds. There is a weird symbol drawn on the bottom of the floor all the way around the room.
Sue, darling, are you okay?
I'm just fine.
Oh, he's drunk again. He is just fine.
Ah, yeah. That's typical Sue. Well, to report, we just came back from the change bringer. Quinn was not there. They claim they've never seen him. They're missing the high priestess as well.
And then we got kicked out of the temple.
Details, Leaf, details.
Well,
We were asked to leave.
just
Very nicely.
just make sure he comes sees me when he gets here. He
Very well.
leans back against the bar, takes a sip out of another bottle, and looks over the floor. I think it looks about enough. He finishes his bottle, throws it over his shoulder, smashes behind the bar. He gets down on his knees, pulls out a knife, cuts the palms of his hands, places it on the floor, and begins to chant. What do you guys do?
Get a drink and watch, I guess?
You go behind the bar?
Yeah.
Alright, what about you, Celise?
I'm not sure what Celeste would do.
I'll
She's
get a drink for Celeste as well.
perplexed.
There's nowhere to go
perplexed.
in the there's nowhere to go inside except behind the bar.
Alright, well then, if there's no room, then I guess I'd follow Leaf.
Okay. As you guys go behind the bar and begin to... What are you guys drinking? What'd you grab?
Hopefully not that fancy stuff that I heard about. That body swaps.
I probably just grabbed something off the shelf without looking at it.
Alright.
Before drinking it, I would ask
High or
where
low?
what bottle this comes from.
High or low?
Low?
Alright. If it's...
You
That means
finna get it.
if it's high, that's what you got. Alright?
Okay.
It's high.
Should have done odds and evens.
So you guys take your drinks, right?
I did not drink. I knew the story. I heard about the story. So I asked him before I took a swig, where did this come from, Leaf? You know Sue's got some special bottles behind here. We gotta be careful.
Leafy,
I mean, I still have the bottle,
did
like,
you drink
out
it?
on the bar. I haven't yet, but, like, I would say as she's saying this, I started drinking it and pointed to the bottle that's on there.
Alright.
And then, like, it's like slow motion. Where he's taking the swig, she looks at the bottle and the label, and then she looks over him. She's like, no! She knocks the glass out of his hand, but it might be too late.
He's already got a drop.
Let's roll a athletics versus acrobatics.
You throw grap on that
Who rolls
drink.
what?
Whichever two you guys like.
Got this, Celise. Damn.
So close.
Leafy, you take a drink. Tastes pretty damn good. Why would she want you to have this? This is some of the best shit you've ever had. Ooh, it's good.
What's wrong? It's good.
Oh, darling. That's the elixir that switches your gender, dear.
It does what?
You'll see soon enough, I guess.
I was not expecting this, so...
That's the last time I pray.
Alright, so... Alright. So, I'm going to need you to roll me a 1d20 and a 1d8. Alright, so fucking you're a woman for 8 hours when I tell it. But you did not get the permanent one. And the bottle's down another shot.
I'm wondering how Leaf reacts to this.
Right.
Alright. So.
Doesn't have to visit the brothels anymore.
You say this now.
As you guys are sitting there, and Leafy asks you why, you hear it clinking. What do you guys do?
Hear clinking from where? When?
Coming from outside.
Okay, well.
And
what does it sound like?
As you guys look towards the door, several knights come in, fully armored in plate mail, holding their spears and stuff. And a paladin walks in. What the hell is this? Sue keeps chanting with his eyes closed, not paying attention to you guys. What do you guys do?
Well, slowly approach. Good evening, gentlemen. This is the Cunning Crawlers Guild Hall. Is there something we could assist you with?
Yes. What is he doing?
I don't know, some artwork, I guess. He's pretty drunk.
It looks like a ritual.
Well, I apologize. I'm not familiar with rituals, so I'm not the best to explain what he is doing. Would you care for a drink?
He goes to move past you to stop Sue, to interrupt him.
This is just the normal accounting.
Yeah, careful. He's got a system. Please don't disturb him. He's been away a while, and the person who usually takes care of the books is not quite here at the moment. He's got a lot to catch up on.
You wouldn't want to interrupt him from doing his taxes, would you?
Do you guys forcibly stop him?
Do my breasts not stop him because they're just flopping around?
You have it hasn't taken effect yet.
Oh, it isn't? Okay.
I'll let you know exactly when it takes effect.
Okay.
Sudden titty is what stops the paladin guard.
He gets pushed back a couple inches.
It doesn't change your race, it just changes your gender.
I know.
Does
Okay.
that mean he has like 6 teeth or something? Like,
Ew.
So he's just gonna be a tabaxi. So they're gonna be covered in fur and whatever.
Yeah.
So I need to know: do you guys forcefully stop him from interrupting the ritual?
No.
no, I'm still gonna try to do the like persuasive thing.
You'll have to roll something pretty high on your persuasive dice, because he seems like he's going to interrupt this.
I believe.
Oh wait, I have inspiration. Let me use that. No.
I believe in you.
Yeah, where's Dolly when you need her?
With Quinn, basically.
That's pretty high. Pretty high. Yeah,
If you're using your inspiration, you get to roll again, don't you?
close. No, I was messing. I had
Okay.
inspiration on persuasion.
Sorry. He stops and looks at you. What did you say to make him stop?
Why don't you just take a break for a moment, have a drink with us? He'll be done shortly, I'm sure, and then you can discuss, the paperwork that's in front of him, I guess.
It's about this time, Leafy. You feel some changes.
Okay then.
What do you do?
Oh, what happened? What? Oh, this is... Huh. For some reason, I feel like I should be wearing a shirt now.
What the hell is going on here? Guards! Take them into custody. He pulls out his sword and starts moving towards Sue. Last chance to do anything.
Man. I want to delay him at least long enough. Yeah, I'm just gonna just body tackle the paladin.
Alright. Go ahead and give me an athletics or well, it'll be athletics.
Are you tackling him boobs first?
I am.
Boobs to the face.
Boobs to the face.
It's a booby trap!
God.
Not a booby trap.
You're so funny, El.
Hey, that was my joke. You give me the facetious credit, damn it.
Nah. I love how I'm trying to like pray and hope and try to do something that's like semi-morally good,
You're gonna come back and all the people you know are gone.
wiping away tears. Everyone's gone, which is exactly what I was praying wouldn't happen.
There's blood and diamonds everywhere.
Ah, damn it.
The paladin shakes you off. What is wrong with you? A knight grabs you from behind.
Please,
Are you guys fighting?
I just wanted my friends to come back. but I'm not resisting other than that.
Okay. Shoot. I don't know why I did it already. Odds or evens?
Yes.
Odds or evens?
Odds.
Odds?
I was like, who are you asking?
Odds
Yeah.
it is. The ritual is complete. The diamonds turn to dust. The contracts light up and go up in flames. Alright, so I'll need Vamp and Adam to give me a D20 roll.
Oh no. What?
Nice!
Good job.
I want to say snake eyes, but
25 fellow guild members are brought back. Unfortunately, Dolly is not one of them. And neither is Harold.
Aw.
Lame.
I feel really sad about Dolly not coming back.
I sacrificed myself for this shit.
mm-hmm.
Quinn, we'll go ahead and say your new character was one of them that was resurrected.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know if you are done with your character yet. Probably not. So, you do not have a 100% idea of where you've been. You will just get a feeling if it was good or a bad place. You won't know what happened to you there or what happened to you anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
But you are now in a room. There is a paladin standing over, grabbing a hold of Sue, who's on the ground, and two knights that seem to have a hold of the other two members, and then there are 24 other members standing around you. What have you done?
Oh no, too loud.
Whatever the fuck I want to do. It's my place. Get the fuck off me. He slaps the paladin's hand away. What are you doing here? Why the fuck are you in my place of business? What did you just do? He looks over to the others. He looks back at at Leafy and Celise. Who are these people? Why are they here?
Who's asking what? I'm sorry?
The paladin is asking you three what's going on and who are the people here.
This is a guild hall. These are our guild members.
Give me a roll, Leafy. Give me a roll, Sleece. Tide, go ahead and give me a roll as well, a d20.
Even me?
Yep.
Okay. Oof. Bonus points for not being there?
Alright. Sleece and Tide. Give me a d4 roll.
Oh lord.
Sleece. The other 4 members in your old party are there. Tide, 3 of your old members of your old party are there.
But I won't know this until I come back.
Oh, I'm sorry, not Tide. Tide, sorry. I meant Leaf.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
So I was supposed to roll the d4.
Yeah.
Wow, Elle, you're really putting the nail in the coffin, ain't you?
All of your members are back.
The one day I fucking pray.
Maybe you'll get a divine intervention and they'll come back later.
Oh, hun, you don't know me.
You prayed that one time, we Gucci.
Alright.
So am I still being, like...
Yeah, Knight has a hold of you. And has a hold of Leafy as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna look over and I see... Callan! Dora! Help, please, darling, please!
They all seemed a little confused at the moment. And weak.
Snap to it, darling. Get your butt over here.
It's probably best if we, don't antagonize anyone anymore. There's no need for anyone to get hurt.
The
Very
paladin looks around the room very nervously. Release them. And he steps back next to the guards. We would like to ask you a few questions about your comrade Quinn.
Have you found him?
No. But you came to the temple and asked for him and said that he was there 2 days ago?
Well, that's what we were assuming, yes, but they said that they never saw him, so we're not quite sure when he went off to.
Where would he have gone?
Well, if he didn't go to the church, I guess he went to make amends with his brother?
Or he got caught by his brother.
Who is his brother and why would his brother want him?
Leaf, darling. Your words. You have to excuse Miss Leafy here.
Tide, you get back about this time.
Okay, so do I get the gist of what Sue did by looking about at this mess?
You have no idea what he did. You just know that there's... You look in, you see a paladin, some knights in the doorway.
Your prayers have been answered.
There's some companions that... Some fellow guild members that you guys haven't seen in a while. standing in
Okay.
the place now, so...
Well, spirits are lifted for a second, and upon looking at the crowd and realizing that none of his past family is there, spirits die again. Just gonna push my way past the knights with shoulder check them if they don't move out of the way and just walk past. Walk behind the counter, just yank some rum off of the fucking bar and walk upstairs.
Okay.
Before we go, could I get a shirt first?
So you do not know where your friend Quinn has gone?
No, sir, we do not.
Do you mind if I cast Zone of Truth?
Sure, I have nothing to hide.
Takes him a moment to cast Zone of Truth. He asks you where Quinn was.
Again, I don't know.
Alright. He'll ask you if he was going to run away, where would he go?
Honestly, I don't know.
Do you know if Quinn has killed innocent people before?
I feel like that was mentioned, but I don't remember if I actually heard it. So again, I don't know. I guess I didn't know very much about Quinn, did I?
Why does his brother want him? Who is his brother, and where did his brother go?
Wow, that's a lot of questions. Seriously, I don't know the answers to these questions. I don't remember his name. He looks practically the same as Quinn, so I'm going to assume that either close in age or the twins or something. And the last I saw, we were in Craghammer.
What did Sue just do? He doesn't say Sue, he points at him. What did he just do?
Did he just take a drink? Because that's usually what he does.
What did he do to bring these people here?
I don't know. I am not familiar with any kind of anything. All I know is he was drinking a lot. And you saw what I saw, so... That's all I seriously, I don't know anything. I don't know why. You're wasting your time asking me a question.
Alright. The paladin then storms away. The two knights follow. What do you guys do? Tide, I take it you're upstairs pouting?
Yep.
Okay.
That rum is probably gone by now.
What rum?
The rum Ty took up with them, it's probably just gone by now.
You didn't grab the same bottle that
Oh goodness,
Leaf
no,
was
that's
drinking out of.
He said he grabbed rum.
That ain't
Okay.
rum, hon. That ain't rum.
Just checking.
Alright.
Would anyone care to tell me what I'm doing on this floor? It's awfully uncomfortable down here.
Well, darling, just get on up then. Your legs work, don't they?
Oh. I didn't actually think of that. Oh.
And you see a really short elf, like 5 foot maybe, stand up, dust himself off.
Oh. Well, thanks.
Don't mention it. Why don't you grab yourself a drink and get your bearings in order?
Yes, everyone should probably just settle down for a bit, get a drink.
Leaf, put that bottle away.
Yes, but not this bottle. And I put it away. Put that, like, high up on a shelf.
Just for me wondering, has he gotten something to cover his chest now?
Nope.
I keep asking for a shirt.
Sue is in his normal spot, unconscious.
Wow, well, things are starting to look back in order, aren't they?
The party members rush over to you. We've missed you. Giving you hugs and stuff.
Oh my goodness, you guys, it's been such a long time.
You guys will
Are
meet.
you feeling alright?
You guys will meet and greet. Put the furniture back, and you guys will. Your friends, Leafy, will laugh at you because you're a female now. No, they'll give you a bunch of inappropriate jokes and everything like that. Is there anything you guys need to do or want to do before I move on?
Leaf did all her shopping the day before.
I mean, I'm definitely going to a brothel to try this out.
And you do so. I mean, you got it for 8 hours, so you got it for quite a while. You can do whatever you want.
I'm gonna go upstairs and check on Tide.
But I will get a shirt before then. Like, I should have a shirt.
Shows a lot of cleavage, though.
Does Tide own a shirt? I mean, does Leafy
No,
own a
I
shirt?
have to borrow a shirt from someone.
I was like, why are you bringing me into this?
I mean,
I ain't giving her my shirt.
Alright, so you guys can have the scene with you two, and then I'll move on.
Alright, she knocks on the door. Tide, darling. Is everything alright?
There's a moment of silence, quite palpable before his voice kind of very, like a bad attempt at a, faux happiness. Yeah.
Right, she slowly turns the knob and opens the door. Alright if I come in?
I mean, you've already opened the door.
Tide, what's going on with you? I've noticed over the past couple of weeks you're not yourself.
No, this is pretty much how I am.
I don't believe you, sir.
You can think that all you want.
Tide, what's really going on? We got our guild back.
Yeah, I saw that. Believe me, I saw it.
You're still missing people, aren't you?
He doesn't respond, but there's like a very faint shake of a head up and down.
Well, darling, give Sue some time. I'm sure he'll get the rest of us going. It does take a lot of time, energy, and money. Why don't you come downstairs, have a drink, join us.
He kind of, as you mentioned the drink part, he holds out the bottle that was in his hand and just turns it upside down, and just a tiny little drop comes out and hits the floor.
Well, very well. You need something to soak up that. Let's come on down and have some dinner. Or some cookies.
Not in the mood for food right now, but sure.
There's a full-fledged party going on downstairs.
Alright.
Time. The same thing happens the next few days. But you guys also notice that flyers go up. Quinn is now wanted by Emon in questioning of a priestess's death. For any information, and anybody harboring him will be in trouble. But for now, he is the #1 suspect in the murder of a Emon priestess of the Changebringer. And about the 3rd day, Sue summons back more people, and the city begins to turn against you guys. That same whole thing that's been going on about people fighting resurrections, not wanting it to be done because they can't afford it and whatnot. Sue really doesn't give them the time of day. Even shoots a fireball if they get too riled up to scare them away. How do the rest of you guys take this?
Well, I take it that my past family has not come back, yeah?
Give me a D20.
I'll leave this up to you.
Just roll a D20.
Alright.
Give it a chance. 10 or higher. They're still not back.
Just my luck. Just my luck.
I mean, I'm sympathetic to them, but at the same time, it's not the people's getting revived fault.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Tide will continue to be upset for the duration of all this happening, and what the whole drama of Emon seems to just be making it worse.
Alright. Do any of you guys want to try to confront the protesters? Scare them away? Talk some sense into them? Get into a fight with them? Or just ignore them? What are you guys doing?
You know, I will try to talk to them. We'll see what happens.
Alright. What would you like to do? How would you like to say it? You want to give me a persuasion roll? And then say something? Or do you want to say something then give a persuasion roll?
No, I'm going to give a persuasion roll. And if it's really bad, then we'll see. Then I'll just say something terribly offensive.
Let the numbers decide.
Oh no!
Alright.
So listen, guys. I know that your family is well, very dead, and you all want them back. But we have the diamonds and you don't. So there's just not much you can do about that. You know there's plenty of diamonds in Craghammer, right? Just go to Craghammer. I'm sure you can get some there.
Alright, Leafy, you will get into a fight. Of course you will win. But they're more violent towards you now.
Towards him or towards us as a group?
They're more violent towards him, but they're also getting a little more violent against the group. It is escalating.
Is this backed by law, or are these just peasant mobs?
These are just peasant mobs. The law has not been passed yet to outright ban.
Okay, so it's just considered taboo, but there's nothing there's no foundation.
Right. Remember,
It's a cat.
the
Yeah.
high priests all went to Vasselheim. They're just not back yet.
Yeah, so this is literally a castle built on quicksand.
So Quinn actually beat the priests back and got Sue back before the priest got back.
Alright. If it gets too bad, then Drunk Tide is gonna have some words.
All right. So, another group is resurrected. Bidding? Now, what would you guys like to do with the next set of group? Go ahead and give me a D20, Leafy, Adam, and Vamp. Tide, go ahead and give me a D20 as well.
God damn it.
Dolly is not back yet. But Harold pops into existence.
The asshole returns. This is the darkest timeline.
Tide, you gonna roll again?
Yeah, I sent you something.
Okay. Let me have a look. Sure, if you want.
Okay.
Four.
Yep, does not come back.
4 is actually my lucky number.
But not Tides.
Nope. How bad did the protests get this time?
The protests are very bad, and so you can hear them heading towards the guild hall. And they seem to be riled up and pretty violent. What do you guys do? Or do you do anything?
Is this like pitchforks and torches deal, or is this like throwing stones through windows?
You don't know. They're still down the road, heading your way.
I'm gonna wait until I can see before I make a decision.
Hold your fire until you see the whites of their eyes.
Precisely.
Hien is gonna meet them outside, I think, this time.
Up the road from the guild hall or just outside of the guild hall?
Outside the guild hall.
Alright.
And before they get there, he's gonna use enhance ability on himself. Let me click it here. And do Eagle's Splendor, which gives him advantage on charisma checks.
Okay.
And just wait for them to approach.
Alright. You see a mob heading your way, and they do look the type with the old tar and feather pitchfork type. What would you like to do?
Good people of Emon, please. I understand that you're angry and upset, but don't hold that against other people. we only had the ability to do what we have done because we risk our lives for you every day. All these people you see here risked their lives for you in Vasselheim, just as your friends and family did. We all have mourned. And the unfortunate fact is some of us have the ability to bring our family back only because we risk our lives every day to keep you safe. Rather than try and tear us down, join us, find your own fortune, and maybe you as well could bring your family back. Or even use the abilities yourself. That's it.
Give me a persuasion roll. And you can stop whispering. Unless you want to.
I was whispering you for stuff because they didn't know the character yet.
Okay.
I'm also bad at this, so we'll see how it goes. Woo!
Dad ought to do it.
They throw rocks at you. You're no better than my brother. That's right. You're no better than my uncle. They died in Vasselheim as well. What makes you better than us? And they... There's about 15 of them that start to bum rush you.
Okay. Well, you know, I'm gonna cast Wall of Water then.
Alright.
Enough! This will do the opposite of what you want. But if you want to play, then continue to try.
Hey, El.
Yeah.
This would be the point in time when a slightly inebriated Tide would... And I would like to reach to my innate casting to tear this wall of water down. Via, I believe I can do this through create/destroy water.
I believe you can if it's... Yeah, it's made out of water.
I'll read it just to make sure I'm doing this right.
I don't know
Destroy
if you can
water. You destroy up to 10 gallons of water in an open container within range. So it's not necessarily in a container.
No, you can't do this because this water is magical. And that's talking about a natural source of water.
Okay. All right.
So you would technically need a dispel to get rid of this?
Gotcha. Then I don't do that. Instead, I will just make my presence known. I'm gonna walk up to this person who I don't know.
They're on the opposite side of this water.
I meant...
Oh.
Me.
Austin's character, yeah.
Okay.
Put a hand on this person's shoulder.
Kind of look up to you, because he's literally 5 feet tall.
Mm-hmm. And Tide's like 6 foot? Yeah, like 6 foot tall. Let me talk to them.
Oh, by all means, darling.
They can hear you through the wall.
You can see through the wall as well, dear. It is water.
It's difficult terrain. Technically, you can go through the wall.
Mm-hmm. But I feel like peasants would still be wary to go through.
Yeah.
However,
Peasants aren't walking through it.
Yeah, tide and water are very familiar. So I'm just gonna step through it.
I mean, I will drop it if he asks me to drop it, if he's gonna handle it or whatever.
Nah, I'm just gonna walk through it.
Oh, alright.
And I'd like to think that maybe the sudden splash sobers me just a little. Maybe a little. But yeah, I'm gonna step through. What's the initial reaction I get from the peasant mob that someone's stepping out of the wall to talk to them? Because I'm not making any threatening movements.
They stepped back a little bit. They stepped back as soon as the wall went up.
Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna step through the wall and kind of look at them all. Okay. What's the problem here?
They give the whole same spew that they've been given for months, you know. It's not fair.
So basically they're just saying it's not fair. Is that it?
The gist of it, it's a bunch of people who have lost people. I mean, and they don't think it's right that money should determine who gets brought back and stuff like that.
Tide's gonna put that down real quick. Okay. He's kind of gonna look at them for a second with a little bit of a dumbfounded look. You think it's not fair? Do they say anything in response?
Oh yeah,
to this?
I thought that's what you were starting with and was thinking. Yeah, they'll shout the same thing, of course.
Yeah. I hope that you understand the fact. Oh, my head. I hope that you understand the fact that we've all lost everybody, including myself. Frankly, right now, I'm having trouble remembering their faces. I've tried to forget over the years. But I think 3, 4, somewhere around there. The point is, we don't necessarily... Not everything is in our hands, yeah? We don't... Sometimes, I don't entirely know, but sometimes they just don't come back. Okay?
If we don't get ours back, why should you get your loved ones back?
I don't! I haven't gotten mine back! At this point, Tide, like, his face, like, he's dropped every like, facade he's ever put up. He's pissed. And guess what? I'm living with it! I feel like every day, for the past 3 to 4 years, I've had 100-pound weight crushing my fucking ribcage. And I've lived with it. You're gonna stand there for a second and look at all of them and, like, attempting to hold back some tears.
Give me a persuasion roll. Disadvantage.
Okay. Yeah, I perfectly understand. Oh, hey, that would have been great, wouldn't it?
That would have been great.
I should have used my inspiration. I really should have.
They bum rush you, and there's a big fight. You're level 8, and they're peasants, so you can easily kill them, knock them out, or do what you want.
No, I'm gonna get one of them, and I'm just gonna, like, you know how when people straddle one person on the ground and just start beating the shit out of them, out of their face? I'm literally gonna beat the shit out of one of them. I'm not gonna kill him, but I'm gonna make his nose be a reminder that he's ignorant as fuck.
Alright, so that will happen. Does anybody else try to help Tide out, get involved in the fight? And do you kill any of the peasants, or do you just beat the shit out of them?
I'm beating the shit out of one of them, preferably the first one that charged me.
I'm only attacking if they try to enter the building.
Okay.
I will join Tide, but when the peasants attack me, I'm gonna give them pointers on how to do it better.
I'm gonna pick up this one dude that I have been beating the shit out of, and I'm just gonna hold him up in the air. I'm not gonna press him against the wall. I'm gonna hold him by the collar and just hold him up in the air. And Tide at this point, anyone who's known Tide, they haven't seen him mad at all. And frankly, he is not the nicest of people when he's mad. And I'm just going to be probably screaming unintelligibly in this guy's face about, I've probably suffered more than you. Gods know how long I'm going to have to live with this.
All right. So, that happened on the third day. After that, the city guards start to get involved, try to break up everything, and everybody is brought back. And it only took Sue probably about
$1 billion.
a week and a half. And there's a few still missing.
Let me guess, they're mine.
Quinn is not part of the resurrected ones, because he's technically still alive. His parchment does not say deceased. Haruto does not get brought back because it says his soul belongs to a greater being.
Oh, right. Yep, it does.
Yep.
And perhaps a few of the other warlocks, they don't get brought back as well. And some other people don't get brought back for numerous reasons. But we do finally get Dolly back. So I need Adam and Vamp to inform me if they will play which characters.
Well, I'd like to play Dolly.
Vamp? Adam?
Oh,
That's a
yeah.
big decision, man.
I sent you, but yeah, I'm going to play Leaf.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Same decision as
I got
before.
pinged with a whole bunch. Okay. Yes, yours did come back.
What?
Okay. All right.
Alright.
You also seem a little far away, Vamp.
Sorry, I had my mic up. That's
Oh, okay.
I am removing old and adding new characters.
Harold has a lot of plotting he needs to do.
Dolly is back. For time's sake, Dolly can go ahead and be level 8. So I don't know if you leveled her up or not, but
I didn't have access to her sheet, so no.
Ha 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 ha. Alright. So,
Throwing flack at the DM.
I believe everybody's character sheet is now up to date, or up there. Our newest player is still working on his sheet.
My sheet's done.
Your sheet's
It's the one
done?
at the top. Yeah. The one I've written, remove this sheet, please. That's the previous one.
Alright. Well, I still have to look over it and everything,
Yeah.
and give you
So
your
the one at the top.
and give you your 2 magical items. So, while I'm doing this, the rest of you, and you can go ahead and RP with them as well. You guys are sent on a mission.
Also, I would like to note that although Tide is very happy that his previous family has come back, he does apologize, and many a tear is shed from his point of view, as he doesn't want to. So what's the way? He doesn't want to lose them again.
All right. So, after all the mayhem and everything, the head honchos from the temples and stuff, they have now passed a law saying they will no longer tolerate attacks on their temples by people who are hurting. If you make an attack against a church, their paladins are allowed to bring justice to the violators. They will no longer allow disrespect to their gods. And resurrection is not banned. This, of course, turns a lot more people to gain power. Power through demon worshipping, devil worshipping, blackmail, violence. People feel wronged and they didn't get the justice that they wanted after a long 2-year battle. Time passes for the Cunning Crawlers, and Quinn isn't able to be found again. Scrying scrolls don't seem to work for him. He just seems to have vanished. Nobody knows who brought Sue back, but it does seem to be of somebody's doing, and the rumor is that it was Quinn, but it hasn't been proven that it's been Quinn, as well as the fact that with Sue being back, the guild has prospered a lot more. But the big change is that the Dragonborn and Ravnites have gone missing. They fought for a while to get their dead dug up and brought home from different various of cities. Some of you have witnessed this in Craighammer and other cities where it seemed that they were out to get their dead back. And for a few months now, nobody has seen a Dragonborn or a Ravenite. But a huge festival is taking place, and some of you have decided to go check it out. There's no job involved, but how often will you get to see 2 of the most powerful heroes in existence? So, where do you guys go? You guys head over to Whitestone, where they're having some kind of unveil. The one unveiling it is, of course, Percy and his wife, Vex. So, the new party is headed to Whitestone. They arrive at Whitestone, and it's something that you guys have never seen before. There is things that you don't know what they are, where they came from, how they even came to be, what they even do. There's this giant draped building in the middle of town. Not next to, but not far off from the center square where the tree is. And there's a stage set up. There's a bunch of festives going on. Carnies running around, mimes running around, vendors all around. So, what would you guys like to do?
How much time exactly has passed since the last bit of resurrecting?
The last bit of resurrection has happened approximately a year and a half. So everybody add a year to their characters.
All right.
Unless you're new. If you're new, you do not need to add a year.
I mean, a year still happened.
But you are now in Whitestone.
Oh, there's games everywhere. And lots of people, too. This seems like fun times here.
Oh my god, I can't remember the last time I was in Whitestone. It is so much fun. Where are the cookies?
So,
What time of year is it?
Huh?
What time of year is it?
Um,
Like, is it cold? Is it warm?
it is warm.
Okay.
Man, you made me lose count. Try to RP amongst yourself right now. I gotta go over some things.
DM, I need math. So, just a question for me to know: is Celeste no longer with us? Did that go through? Did everyone hear me?
I heard
I
you.
heard you.
Yes, Celeste is no longer with you.
Okay. Noted.
You might see her in the crowd since she is from Whitestone.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Celeste just like up and left with Colin. Thank God. Colin was so annoying. I think he likes me or something. He was always giving me cookies, which was nice. But you know, they weren't like the best cookies. It was really hard to just like say no. I don't know.
I understand completely, Dolly.
Right? Yeah, you understand. Us little people gotta stick together, you know.
I'd argue, but I am quite short in this crowd, yes. You know, I've never been here before. Maybe you can take me to, the cookies you like so much. I believe they're from here.
Of course they are. This way. And she grabs his wrist and starts a walking.
His name is Heian, by the way, because I don't know how to put names on tokens.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Alright, let me do that real quick. Dolly. You already have a
Yes,
token.
oh Lord.
You already have a
Yes.
token.
Oh.
Yeah, it's got a nice X on it. Boom, there you go.
Well, oh, who's about to fix that?
Harold's not dead anymore.
Harold is not dead.
He might
Good
as well
thing
be.
or a bad thing?
So, have you had a look at the character?
I'm still looking it over. One moment. I'm trying to do a bunch of different things at once here.
Being a DM's hard shit, man.
So while Dolly is just dragging hand,
Do you have
behind her,
dark vision? 60
Yep,
feet.
120 feet.
she's pointing
No,
in all the directions very chaotically. Oh, and that's where I got my last Sita, and that's the last time. Oh, don't go in that bar. They don't like short people. And that one, oh look, I remember over here when Kat told me this joke and it was hilarious. And oh my gosh, look, oh my god.
Austin, you have light vision as well? Dark vision?
It should be 60 feet, yeah.
Alright.
Oh,
I
also,
think we all have light vision.
my dark vision is based on double sight, so I can see normally up to 120 feet instead of in black and white.
Hashtag jelly.
Alright. Everybody should see your life and your name. Alright. So guys, go back to RPN and I'll finish looking over this sheet.
So Dolly, there's a lot of stuff here. Then.
Oh yeah, this place is huge. It's like bigger than Emon or better than Emon. I can't really tell either way. I mean, over the past year, Emon hasn't been that awesome, and Whitestone is like just like really awesome. I mean, it's so beautiful, right? And this is the best time of year. You know, they're having the little festival and everything, so everybody's in the streets, and the temperature's just wonderful, and you can dance and sing and la da 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 da.
I'm not from around here. What's say da 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 da?
Oh, you know, like da 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 da, and she just starts dancing. Heel to toe, da 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 da. Flip, 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 da 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 da, heel to toe. Like that.
Huh. It's different than how we danced back home.
Sure.
Well, dancing is all about having fun.
Of course.
All right.
So, you dance for fun?
Well, don't
Yes.
you? Like, what it's for. Dancing is fun.
Well, usually, if you're not a performer where I'm from, you can dance until you're dead.
Ah, you can dance if you want to. Come on, give it a try. And she grabs both
Go
of his
for it.
hands and starts skipping around, spinning him. Da 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 da, heel to toe, da 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 da. Swing your hips, come on, Ian.
It's gonna very cautiously attempt, but it's bad. It's really bad.
Yeah, and and we start by me hip checking him.
Not heel on toe, not heel on toe. It's okay, Ian. We'll get you going.
I'm sorry,
Practice
darling.
perfect.
I'm afraid I don't think I've ever actually been to one of these festivals.
Well, you just keep your peepers out. and then you can see what other people are doing, and then you just pick the peepers and peep the peoples, and then you'll just get along just fine. There's cakes!
Well, we best hurry in then.
Well, I'm always up for cake.
I'll know where this voice is going eventually.
So instead of running in the door, Dolly runs up to the window and presses her face up against it. You can smell it through the glass! That's how awesome it is!
In an attempt to peep the peoples, Kian will do the same thing, but like the glass vibrates, like he just rams into it. Eyes wide open.
That's the way to do it, Kian!
I did.
Let's go inside now!
My character is already inside. And I will be ordering some cake just for me.
Just for you.
Yeah.
We'd have got to get
You can order for
cookies
yourselves.
Each level and each flavor, you need at least one. Sometimes two.
Alright.
Tide, how many cookies do you want?
I'm fine, thank you, though.
Come on, you love cookies. What are you talking about?
You
Then I'm in-
need the
then I'm in
cherry
mode.
cookie. You need the cherry cookie. One cherry cookie, please. For my friend, my blue friend over here.
It's brought out for everybody. Everybody gets what they ordered, and everything looks delicious.
I don't actually know how much gold I have, so
Very.
Should be just your starting out gold.
okay. So pretty much nothing. All right.
So, you guys have your cookies. You enjoy your time looking at the wonders. And it comes time for the big announcement. And everybody heads to the center. There's probably about 5 or 6 people flying around on brooms. There's these weird mechanical looking things walking around. There's people with firearms here as well.
Huh. That's new.
Just be on guard.
Hey, L.
Oh,
Yes.
God.
Just a question for Ty to know. Actually, I'll message you. I don't want to speak this aloud.
On God.
Secret.
On God. On God. On God. On
No.
God.
Not that
On
kind
guard.
of on guard.
Oh.
But I guess it still applies in a sense.
Is it Apollyon?
So what do you
Yep.
guys do?
Apollyon. I apologize for my unguardedness. What are we doing? We already got our cookies. Are we gonna get in the front of the show? And
I recommend staying one row back from the front.
one row back from the front.
I'm going to ignore that advice and get as close as possible.
What are you getting close to?
Whatever event is happening in the center.
Lee,
Yeah.
can I crawl on your back so I can see stuff?
Oh, sure.
Awesome!
And as you walk by, I'll just say, front row is a splash zone.
I love this splash zone.
Huh. Does that mean there's water? I don't know. Maybe I should stay back.
I mean, I doubt there's water. That'd be a little weird.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. Water. Not a fan.
Probably not blood either.
You never know.
Ha. Okay, I am going to stay behind you, Leaf, but on your shoulders. I think I could do. Yeah, I'm small enough. It works. So what are we watching?
Is everybody where they want to be?
Yeah, I'm like one row back from the front where everyone else is, apparently.
Tide seems to be kind of zoned out, looking at the people that have the firearms. Kind of like staring into space.
All right. Trumpets go off. A giant horn blows in the background from a steam whistle.
Woo, how exciting!
And out comes Vex and Percy. Sorry, my nose is acting up. Welcome.
Oh my god!
Welcome to the big reveal of my newest invention and something that will help everybody. I give you the clock. A giant tapestry is pulled down, and there is a giant tower with a mechanical clock in the side of it. It gives you the exact time of day based on the world's rotation around the sun.
Ooh. Ah. She nudges Leaf's shoulder. Ooh and ah, ooh and ah.
Ooh. Ah.
Ah. There we go. Okay.
That is a very big clock.
We
Certainly is.
are moving further into what I would like to call the modern world. We now have torchless lights. Magic is being used in ways that's never been used before. And hopefully, as we progress, things will move forward in a way that cannot be unseen, but will hopefully make us last in peace and let us prosper. Ooh ah ah ooh ah
Yay!
Yeah.
Ooh ah, ting tang.
Applaud.
Bang bang.
Do nothing. No applause from me. Just interest.
Enjoy the festivities. They will last for another week. Enjoy. You may also pick up your new timepieces at the local shops.
Timepieces.
We get a piece of time? That sounds valuable.
We should do that right now.
We should.
Let's go.
Wait, darling, wait. maybe we should go back to the Slayer's cave while everyone is distracted and order a cake the size of the clock tower.
But
That's a lot of cake, Ian. I like cake, but that's a lot of cake.
also, how often do you get to buy time?
I mean, yeah. We should be the first in line.
Oh, I can make sure we're the first in line.
Oh,
I'm holding on tight, Leafy.
The big hand moves to noon. And the bells ring out across the town. And everybody looks up to the tower. The loud bell that's usually only heard from churches. Everybody give me a perception roll.
Ooh,
As the tower explodes.
Exactly. Oh, I see nothing.
I see everything!
Close enough.
I was ready.
I guess Elise is there.
Sorry, I didn't change the name.
Alright, so everybody but our poor guy sees, as they look up at the clock and then they look down, they see Percy fade out of existence. And Vax looks shocked before she too seems to shimmer out of existence.
They just did a magic trick?
Who just did a magic trick?
Percy and Vax, they like just disappeared.
I'm not sure
Shimmered,
that.
though.
I'm not sure that was a trick.
I mean, I don't know. I didn't see what they did. I was too busy looking for the shop with the timepieces.
That didn't look like a invisibility spell to me.
Also, Vex did not seem like she knew what was happening. Which also seems very unusual for them. I mean, they are heroes.
Yeah. What do you think we should do?
And just as the clock did its thing.
Yeah, it was exactly at the same time that the bell started ringing that they disappeared. Coincidence? I think so.
I think not.
I agree.
Wait, are we thinking so or are we thinking not? What are we doing?
We're thinking it's not a coincidence and that the two things are somehow linked together.
At the very least, we're thinking.
Hey,
Well, that's a
Elle,
good thing.
Yes.
are the guards in a fluster?
Yes.
Okay. Is it
Well-
like an oh god, it's finally happening, or is it an oh god, this is happening?
Hard to tell.
Okay, gotcha.
Maybe
I'll
we
go
should
grab
ask
one of the
what-
guards if I can.
You
ask
start to
him.
make your way up to the guards as everybody in the audience is looking a bit confused and baffled about what's going on. You do get to a guard though.
Yep. Well, depending on how tall he is, I might have to jump to reach his collar, but I'll grab his collar and pull him down to Apollyon's height, which is 5'6".
What do you need, little one?
Well, care to explain what's going on?
No.
Well, it looked like a hero of the world just disappeared.
What he
No
said?
heroes.
I'm sure it has something to do with something.
Yeah,
Well, you're no help.
exactly.
Well, what makes you think I would instantly know what was going on?
Because you're a god. You're supposed to know what's going on in the city. I mean, that's why you got in it.
It is your job.
I'm sure there will be an announcement as soon as somebody knows what is going on. All you have to do is be calm and patient. Everything will be highly under control. Like you said, they are heroes that have saved the world.
Yes, and they just disappeared into nothingness.
Well,
That is a problem.
for them, not necessarily us. But they've handled a lot worse.
So what if the thing that made the heroes disappear comes for us?
We will deal with it. Right now, the only thing we can do is remain calm until we have more information.
I hate to be the buzzkill, but I'm going to have to side with the gentleman here.
Well,
I'll release him and push him back, and then head to the most important building I can see.
The what?
The most important looking building I can see. That being the clock tower.
Alright. You start heading towards the clock tower, that's fine.
Hean's gonna just quickly grab the guard that he kind of just pushed and roughed up a little bit by pushing him and stuff, and just fix his clothes. Be like, "Oh, darling, I'm so sorry. You don't mind if we take a look, do you? It'll be fine. Just don't worry about it. Thank you so much, dear."
Basically, while he's doing that, Dolly just skips ahead right after Paul.
You know, make sure his make sure his clothes are fixed at.
Yep.
I just pat him on the cheek and then walk by.
I'm gonna apologize to the guard as I walk by.
I'm following everyone else, so.
So, 3 tall people and 3 short people now.
That there's 5 of
There's only
us.
5 of us.
Who's the third tall person?
I don't
Exactly.
know. You guys
Satan, is that you?
get to the tower. There doesn't seem to be an entrance for public.
Are there
There's
guards
a
around?
private entrance.
There does seem to be an entrance that does have guards around it.
The guards at the entrance. How high up does it go?
It is probably about 6 stories up. It's a pretty tall tower.
Yeah,
So
it's a
if I
damn
was to
clock
say-
tower.
If I was to say it's roughly maybe
Each
300
story is
feet
probably
up?
12 feet.
it's very 12 feet, so about 72 feet up. Yeah, I think I can cover that. Is there anywhere? Are there any places I can get in if I was able to get up on the building?
What do you mean get up on the building?
So, if say I flew up to the building, could I get in through any vents or anything like that?
There does seem to be some small windows, but mostly the top is the actual clock part is it's the stained glass with the hands that tick around it. There might be a door on there somewhere, but from where you're at, there doesn't seem to be an actual entrance.
I'll just turn to the rest. So, anyone feel like going inside?
No.
Sure.
Are we around where they disappeared? They disappeared.
No, they
outside,
disappeared
right?
on the stage.
Oh,
Yeah.
gross.
So, wait, what are we doing?
We're gonna go inside.
Yeah, I want to
So-
check the tower out.
So we're going to ask them to let us in to check the tower out?
Yeah, of course.
We can ask or gain entry by other means.
Well,
Oh.
how about I ask, and you gain entry by other means?
You know, I've always thought that we could ask forgiveness.
So you don't want me to ask?
Forgiveness for what?
For entering by other means, of course.
True. It is always easier to ask for forgiveness than permission.
Everybody can give me a
So-
perception roll.
Come on, this time please be good. That's better.
Jolly
Oh,
dear, why don't
shoot.
you come with us and ask for forgiveness later?
Alright, this time it looks like Levy's the one that's left out. Excuse me.
Tide also objected.
Alright, so, as you guys are standing there talking, you guys see probably about 12 musketmen go into the clock tower.
12.
Yep.
God damn it.
So
Okay,
probably
we
doing
just beefed up
exactly
security.
So probably doing exactly what you were wanting to do. If I'm assuming that you were going to just investigate the place.
That was the plan, but now they have extra security.
See, this is when we should just go and do stuff when we want to do them instead of just, sitting around asking whether we should or we shouldn't, or if we should go get the timepieces or the cakes. Waste precious time,
And it's also
Alright.
about this time that Percy's sister makes an announcement telling everybody to stay calm and just enjoy the festival, and they're sure everything is just fine.
Well, see, everything's just fine. We should just go get some more cake and then get our cool timepieces and then enjoy the rest of the day or the week or whatever.
They have no idea what's going on.
And we don't either. So we're all on the same page.
Well, I would rather, if I'm going to be sticking around in this city, I'd rather know what's lurking in the shadows. I would definitely like to know if there's anything that can destroy me instantly.
Yeah. That's true. Being destroyed is probably not fun.
Hey, L.
Yes.
Are we in, like, the thoroughfare of Whitestone?
You're in the center square.
So, are there any benches around?
Sure.
Okay, while they're doing this, I'm gonna go over and sit on the bench and just wait for an announcement or something of a lead.
Okay.
All right. I got an idea.
Alright,
You
what's your
ready
idea?
for it? Let's go get some more cookies.
Oh,
Yeah, let's get some cookies. We'll know more later. And try some of the activities out.
And we keep our ears open for rumors. Because,
course.
people like to talk. They know all. They may say they don't know anything, but they know. They know.
Keep your peepers on the people. Or so I've heard.
Exactly. Hien, you're getting it.
Alright, so I have a question about this event.
Okay.
Is there something involving strength, an eating contest, or a drinking contest?
All the above.
All of the above.
Woo!
Now,
The Grand Poobah would not let there be a festival without any of this.
Grand Poobah did doink of all this and that.
Who was not at the festival, but
Ah!
He deemed it worthy that all festivals needed this.
Of course.
So, I'm going to enter the drinking contest. Anyone else with me on that?
Ooh.
Well, I'm not going to be taking part in the drinking contest per se, but I guess I'll hold off on my idea to infiltrate the tower for now.
Keep your peepers on the people.
Yep. I'll just keep my ears out to hear if anything interesting.
While I would
Possibly.
join you in this endeavor, Leaf, I would prefer to keep my mind sober at the moment, and I'm probably just going to assume that they don't have a preferred drink of my choice.
Alright, well, your loss. It'll make it easier for me to win it.
You know, Leaf, good luck. And gonna pat him on the shoulder, cast Bear's Endurance. Yeah, that does what I wanted to. Okay. Which is enhance ability. As long as the contest is happening, like, inside of an hour. If it's not happening until, like, the evening, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah. Hopefully it's...
It's not cheating if Leaf doesn't know he's cheating.
Alright, so Leafy heads off to do a drinking contest. What's everybody else doing?
I'm gonna go look at the timepieces.
Alright, there is a shop selling pocket watches.
I am following
Yep.
him.
How much for the pocket? How much for the timepiece?
The timepieces are as
Shiny.
cheap as 10 gold and range all the way up to 150 gold.
10 gold. Oh god. Well,
And it's just a pocket watch.
and this is just a pocket watch.
Yep.
Is it powered by anything arcane or is it all mechanical?
All mechanical. All tinkers.
Hmm.
So you just wind it up.
I'll look at it for a minute and then just put it back. I want some more cookies.
Dolly, are you doing anything at the...
Her ears perked up when she heard cookies.
Alright. What about the other two? Where are they heading off to?
Ian's gonna follow Leaf. Just to cheer him on at whatever this contest is.
Okay.
Tide is just gonna tell them,
Sorry.
I'll be this Leaf.
Alright. So, the drinking contest.
Yeah,
There are...
I'm gonna watch him. I'm gonna be his designated not so driver. Just the person that watches out for him. I forget the term.
Also, I've had a lot of food, I'm pretty sure, prior to this, so this should be interesting.
Alright. So,
I mean, you have advantage on constitution checks, so...
there
Yep.
is a tabaxi named Leaf. He's going up against a dwarf with a red braided beard with a streak of white down the middle. He is also going against a human. He's got a bit of a stubble. Pretty decently built. Looks like he's a good warrior. A small child, probably about 15 years old. There is also a halfling, female, with perky white cheeks. And
Any elflings?
no elves.
I said elfling. There's a solid difference.
Yeah, okay, eat shit and die.
Gladly. Give me the means.
So, you're allowed to bet. Does anybody want to bet?
Sure.
Yeah, I can bet on myself, right?
You can only bet on yourself.
Okay. I'm gonna put 30 gold on myself.
30 gold on yourself.
I'll put 15 gold on Leaf.
I'll put 5 gold on the tabaxi.
5 gold on the tabaxi. All right, type it out in the chat, please.
Because I'm
Actually about
super
to do so.
poor.
All right. First round. A pitcher that has white fog coming out of it gets poured into each cup. The white mist disappears on each of the cups. Ready? Set. Go. Go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
With ease. This tastes so good. It's a mixture of mead and wine. You can taste the sweetness and the little bite of bitter in it. But you get through it pretty quickly. And you'll do this the next 3 times. With pretty much ease. Would anybody like to give me a perception roll? Leafy, you're
Sure.
the only one that can't.
Okay.
They're pulling
Yeah.
empty mugs out of their sleeves.
Hey.
Twinsies.
Alright. You two notice that the kid doesn't even seem to bother drinking any of it.
Kiana's gonna nudge Tide and be like, I thought the whole point of this, whatever it is to drink.
Yeah. Hey, L.
Yes. He's drinking it. It just doesn't seem to bother him.
Oh.
Okay. So, he doesn't look inebriated in the slightest. And how far are we in?
3 drinks in.
4?
You're about to do the 4th.
And he's a kid, like 15, you said.
Yep.
Human?
Looks human.
Okay, I was about to say, I could understand if it's a dwarf, but, I thought that's a whole part of it. Huh.
Alright, Leafy, another Constitution saving throw.
I'm gonna keep my eyes glued on the kid before I do anything.
Ugh.
You are feeling really, really buzzed. Your eyes are getting bloodshot. But this ain't too bad. You're doing better than you thought you could do. But damn, do you have to piss. And it's about this time that the halfling boosh, hits his head on the table and falls back.
It was a good effort.
How's the kid doing after this drink?
Just fine.
Okay, I with my eyes glued on him, it looked at least like he was drinking it, right?
Yep.
I know that. Is this tangible? Like was the mug touched by someone that wasn't him?
Nope.
But does the mug keep getting swapped out, or is it like automatically refilling or something?
No, they bring a pitcher and they use the same mug and they pour it into each of the cups, and then each contestant drinks. It's not a new cup for each round. They have the same cup.
Okay. Is there like a ref nearby?
Of course.
I'm just gonna kind of give the guy a little tap on the side of the arm.
He's up on the stage.
Or if he's up on the stage, then I'm gonna go to the base of the stage. I'm not gonna climb up, and I'm gonna kind of motion for him to come over to me and like lean down so I can whisper to him.
He kind of just ignores you. He's got to keep concentrating on the cups and everything. He's trying to pay attention to what's going on with the contestants.
So he's just ignoring me. He knows I'm there. He's just ignoring me.
Yes.
Okay. Trying to think of how to draw attention to this without making me look like an ass. Huh. Coming up empty.
All right.
Okay. No, I have an idea.
Sorry.
It's okay. In the crowd, Tide is gonna kind of like walk over to his compatriot and go, well, guess it's time to see if I could muster up a new accent. And he's gonna kind of clear his throat for a second. He goes, nothing. And in the middle of the crowd, with my head down, not like raising up my head so people can tell who's talking, I'm just gonna say, well, would you look at that kid? He doesn't even look affected.
All right. Go ahead and give me another Constitution saving throw.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's better.
All right. Woo! That burp seemed to move things around a little bit. Unfortunately, just a little bit of pee came out when you did so. But that's all right. That's the right end it's supposed to come out of. The dwarf lets out a big burp. His mustache whiskers fly out with saliva as the burp echoes through. And then all of a sudden, and vomit falls out.
Sorry, I'm not sure about that.
Damn it, Alexa!
Alexa responded to the puking noise. Do I need to call 911?
And vomit flies out all over the table. And he's
I'm
eliminated.
not sure about that.
So it's just Leaf, the human man, and the human kid.
So the kid does not look affected at all still, yes or no?
Still does not look affected at all.
So this time from the crowd in my normal voice, not trying to hide it, I'm just gonna kind of look over at my new compatriot, or kind of new, it's weird. Look over at my compatriot, and then just kind of give a nod and go, what do you say we spice things up and have some swap marks?
Oh, yes. That sounds like an excellent idea.
Alright, give me a persuasion to see if you can get things chanting.
The fact that I had someone hype me up in the crowd, could that count as a help action?
Yes, it'll count as a help action.
Oh yeah, hype man, baby. Hype man, 14.
Not very hypey.
Hey, it's still pretty good.
New mugs. New
Everyone's
mugs.
festive. I mean, it's probably not too hard to get people to chant over something that doesn't really matter.
Alright, I'll say that it happens. Leafy slides his mug down to the guy. The guy slides his mug down to the kid. The kid slides his mug up to Leafy. And a new round comes out. Roll me a Constitution.
Oh, God. No.
Why did
Leafy,
you do that?
your legs begin to shake. They begin to wobble. The stars go bright. And you go down.
There's vomit on his sweater already.
Doosh, doosh, doosh. You guys just lost your gold.
Yeah.
At this point, it doesn't matter to me. I'm watching this damn kid.
Leafy is unconscious.
I'm gonna go fetch
On
him.
the stage. One of the other guys comes over, picks him up, casts Cure Poison on Leafy so he doesn't die, and he feels a little better. He's got a bit of a hangover and stuff, and is helped
did I
off the
win?
stage.
Tide's gonna cast Lesser Restoration on him. Just to clear the head.
Did I win?
No, big guy, but we've got something else to be watching. And I'm gonna look over at the kid. Is the kid still fine?
The kid is still fine.
What the fuck?
And about 2 more drinks in, the human goes down. Doosh, doosh. And the kid is announced the winner. He jumps up on the table. He's in kind of traveler's clothes with a giant cloak, and he throws his mug up in the air, puts his hands above his head, starts pumping his fists, listening to him chant.
AL.
Yes.
Are we sure this is a human kid, or is this like a gnome?
He looks like a human kid, about 15 years old.
Bullshit. Okay.
Are human children normally this resistant to alcohol?
No.
No, it's usually the opposite.
He'd have been down by the second drink.
Oh.
Well, most of them would have.
You learn something every day.
Alright, so what's everybody else doing?
Well, after buying a bag of cookies, I'm just gonna walk around the areas that the event is in and see if I can glean anything about whether someone has heard something or is talking about what happened to, like when the party disappeared, when the 2 people disappeared.
Alright, go ahead and give me an investigation.
Come on, baby. 22.
You hear... Sorry.
Old man hacking up
Turn
along.
it down.
You guys hear-
Turn it down, please.
You will hear several conversations about people speculating that perhaps they were summoned to do another quest. Perhaps they were pulled away by a god or something. Ranging from possibly to totally unbelievable rumors.
Yeah.
But you
So I
don't hear
anything
anything that
useful?
sounds concrete.
Well, let's rejoin the others, and I'll go look for the others.
All right, that sounds great. Nom 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 nom. Eating a cookie.
Alright. So, time passes by. Do you guys want to do anything else before I skip ahead?
One second before you skip ahead. I want to find a place that would sell charcoal, incense, and herbs.
Alright, you can do so. All you need to do is look that stuff up in the book, calculate how much it is, and then just subtract it from your gold.
I just need 10 gold worth.
Yeah, I've run the honor system, so you can just go ahead and add that to your sheet and take away your gold for whatever you buy. As long as it's non-magical, you can basically do that. Just let me know that you're doing this purchasing.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, I did want to actually buy a watch. What was that? 10 gold?
The cheapest is 10 gold. They'll wind up pocket watch.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
It's just a silver pocket watch. Nothing fancy, nothing carved on the inside, nothing carved on the outside. No designs, just a plain silver pocket watch that you have to wind every day.
Okay.
And the time matches the clock. The shopkeeper will tell you that you must, if you lose track of the time, you'll have to come back to Whitestone or ask somebody else who has a pocket watch, because the clock that's permanent with the correct time and won't ever stop is the big tower one. The tower one will be the one that has the correct time at all times.
Okay. So I need to make sure I do that every day.
Yep.
Got it.
You can go ahead and add a pocket watch.
One more thing I want to do.
Okay.
Now that I have the materials, I want to find somewhere relatively secluded.
Probably back in your hotel?
Yep. And then I am going to cast that.
Alright.
Find familiar.
Alright, you can do that. Technically, you can say that you already had him out. You don't need to... You can say, because you're level 8, you can say you've had your familiar out the whole time. If you want.
It's been a while.
That way you can keep your materials just in case something happens.
Oh, because I bought the materials just to use this spell.
Okay. So you go back to your room, and what is your familiar?
It is going to be an owl, a barn owl, but specifically something with dark vision, or at least night vision.
Okay.
Yeah.
No problem.
And it'll be a fiend, so it'll probably be like black and red in color.
Alright.
Alright. Let's see if we can find the...
Alright. Does anybody else want to do anything else?
I am fine.
No, I'm good.
Alright. So, depending... you guys stay. It'll be a week-long festival. It will start to die down, and you guys will probably want to head back to Emon. So you guys start making your way back to Emon, and it's not till you get back to, I believe it is... West Run. And you find some more information out. It's very alarming. It seems Pike and Scanlon have also gone missing. Leaving behind their kids.
Okay. So, I'm gonna go to the place where they disappeared.
You don't really get that information for free.
Who do I have to... Okay. Can I talk to the person who's dealing with the investigation regarding the disappearance?
You could talk to the town guard to see who's looking into it, but they don't seem to be too worrisome. These are heroes that have saved the world. What could possibly be happening to them that they couldn't? They just it's just they're investigating him, but they vanished without a trace. They don't know how to find out what happened. But you will find out that it did happen about the same time as the same time as all the other two, Percy and Vex.
That is certainly troubling. Okay. I'll tell the others what I learned. So, what do you all want to do? Want to investigate, or just head on back to the guild?
Well, I'm not sure how much investigation we can do here with the guards already investigating and us not really having any authority to do anything.
I second that. Seems like there's not really anything we can do or have a place to start.
Alright, let's head back.
Alright, did you guys want to do anything else in Westrun?
Well, while we're heading back, I'm just gonna have my owl flying around. Just keeping an eye.
Alright, so you guys continue your travel. You guys want to go ahead and give me a perception roll.
Perception. Okay.
Oh, yeah. That was poop.
Alright.
Can I roll one for my owl as well?
Oh. That should be an 11. Sorry.
Alright. So, Tide and Dolly, of course. You guys get a whiff of blood in the air. And you've been traveling a couple days, and up ahead, you do see some red spots up in the road.
So we're traveling on the road, and Dolly and I smell blood.
Yep, and then you look up ahead, and you can see some red spots in the road up ahead.
Are there any houses nearby?
No.
Good. I had to get that out of the way. Does anybody else smell that or see that? Points.
Yeah.
As Dolly didn't want to say hello to her sister or anything.
What would she be doing in Western?
I thought that was where Dolly was from.
Terse Fields.
Get fucked.
Oh yeah, you guys did travel through there though.
Oh, well. I don't know that.
Sorry, if you look at the map, you guys were here.
She would have wanted to say hi, Jen.
And you traveled all the way down.
But that would have taken like a day and a half
and you're here.
To catch her up on everything.
And now you guys are about here.
What time of day is it when we encounter this blue?
It is probably about... You've probably been on the road for probably about an hour after camp.
So what time would that be?
So, I mean, depending on your camp and everything, it could
Hey,
range...
I mean, I do check my watch.
What time is it? What is your time
This is
today?
what happens when you give us watches.
It is 9:42.
Thank you.
And you guys see
not
3
good.
houses charging out after you, motherfucker.
So, is this like a wooded area? Is this a grassland? Is this forest? What is this?
It's mostly open field. There are some scattered woods here and
So
there.
this would be grassland, right?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Yes. Good. Okay. I'm gonna click on something real lickety split just to make sure I don't have anything on here that would reveal anything. Favored terrain. Where did it go? Oh god, did my favorite terrain disappear? That's tragic. Okay, give me a second. Just to see if I gain any sort of benefit from tracking and such. Favorite terrain. Here it is, or natural explorer. Favorite terrain. Traveling while you can move stealthily or engage in another activity while traveling for tracking even when you are engaged in another activity while traveling, such as foraging, navigating, or tracking, you remain alert to danger. Difficult terrain isn't slowest while traveling, or can't become lost by except by magical means. When you forage, you find twice as much food. While tracking other creatures, you also learn their exact number, their sizes, and how long ago they passed through the area.
Okay.
I'll copy paste this just so we can have a reference.
But you're not tracking anything or anything like that?
Oh, I know. This is just for future reference if this comes up. So, Tide would like to approach this blood.
The blood? Well, it's up ahead. Do you just
So
want to run up there?
The blood. Well, no, I'm not responding. I got this. No, I'm just gonna.
I mean, no, I'm just asking, man.
No. I'm gonna walk towards it while also keeping an eye on my surroundings, just to make sure that I don't know a house comes out of the ground.
All right. What's everybody else doing as he begins to take the lead?
I'm gonna send my owl out to investigate and look through its eyes.
I'm going to transform into a tiger.
I'm gonna follow closely behind Tide.
You're gonna
Just
transform
a
into a
question.
tiger?
Yeah, just a
Yeah.
question.
You know you
Austin.
could have given me these things so I could give you a token as a tiger, right?
Oh, no, don't worry about it. We'll just use my token.
I mean,
Adam's the good druid. Adam warns the DM.
I'm like, hey, I'm gonna want to turn the entire party into mammoths next session. We
Mhm,
good?
I'll need 8 fairies to do it. But so, just a question, Austin: Has this comrade done this before?
Huh?
Have you turned into a fucking animal before in front of us?
I don't know. Because I don't know what we've done.
We'll get to that
chilling.
later, but for now,
No.
Ty's gonna be a little surprised.
no, I'm gonna say you haven't.
So, starts walking forward. Leaf
What
walks
the
with
what?
him. Yeah, Ty's gonna turn around and pull his swords out.
I mean, I've seen people turn into other things before, but like a heads up would have been.
What just happened?
It just sits down,
I'm
looks
gonna.
at you, and goes, meow.
All right, can you move the token and use the character sheet? I'll
Is
take
there
that
a
as a
character
yes.
sheet? Oh, there is a character. Okay.
I'm just got a question. Does this meow resemble his voice?
I mean, it's a meow, but as close to Hien as possible.
Tide kind of gives a sigh and lazily points the sword at the tiger and says, "If you're going to talk about this," and then puts the swords up.
I just want that to be canon. Every animal just sounds like Hien, normally. Just meow.
Meow.
Meow. So I'm gonna walk my happy ass forward with Lee following me.
Oh.
Yep.
All right. You want us to move our tokens though?
Sure.
How about we go 15 at a time?
Are you
Lee?
sneaking or are you just moving?
Well, I mean, it doesn't look like there's anything to sneak with, and it's broad daylight.
Do I see anything with my owl?
Did you roll perception of 9? No.
Not yet. That's not the one I rolled for that. This is the new perception.
Ooh.
No. You still don't see anything.
First things first.
Then I'll come back to myself.
First things first, Tide. Excuse me, is going to kind of skirt on over this direction.
All right.
We'll just move 15 at a time.
Yeah, I could go
And
faster.
I'm going to check to see if there's a troll under the bridge.
Give me a perception.
We've all heard the stories. Gotta pay the troll toll. 21.
There does not seem to be a troll underneath the bridge.
Anything else of note that is not a troll?
Not under the bridge.
Okay, before I walk towards the bridge to investigate the blood, I'd like to check for a pitfall trap. Like in this area whereabouts, I'll use my ruler. Like in this area whereabouts.
All right. Is anybody else doing anything, or are you guys just standing back watching?
I'm going to throw a rock at the bridge, like just lightly to see if anything happens when I throw the rock on it.
It's a mimic.
You throw the rock on it, and all of a sudden the rock bounces off and rolls down a little bit and just gets stuck in between some boards.
Okay.
So, it's a rock. I mean, it's a wooden
It's a bridge.
I'm gonna check for pitfall traps.
All right. Give me an investigation.
Oh dear. I don't think I have anything that can help me here. Oh God, save me. Could Leaf possibly aid me in this?
I'm not proficient in investigation. Why would you think the barbarian would be proficient in investigation?
I mean, neither am I, man.
I mean, I can come and help.
I'll just roll. Don't worry about it. We'll flow with the punches. 6.
It looks safe.
Gotcha, Chief. Okay. And then, having that knowledge, I'm going to proceed to start investigating the start of the bridge.
As you get up there, the ground begins to... No, nothing happens.
I was getting excited. Okay. A mimic bridge, I knew it. I'm gonna do a little bit of...
Give you your owl.
I'm gonna do some looking at the blood. Could I get a feel as to how old it is? Or is it still red, or like what color is it currently? And is it dry?
It's a bit dry.
It's a bit dry, okay.
It's got the tacky, syrupy feel to it.
Yeah, so it's old.
It's not like fully dry, but it's been in the sun a while.
So, question is, would I have to, or does it lead a trail leaving the bridge, or does the trail go onto the bridge?
With your big whopping 6 of investigation, it's hard to tell.
All right, that is perfectly understandable. So I'll begin carefully. Instead of 15 feet, I'll move 10 feet onto the bridge.
All right, nothing seems to happen.
I do the same as well.
I'd like to sniff the blood, see if I can get like a scent trail.
It's all over the bridge.
Oh, so this map does not do it justice. It's like everywhere.
No, it's just mostly all over the bridge is where it's concentrated at, because that's where the blood is. You guys were picking it up in the wind that was blowing at you.
Okay.
So just think that the wind
is smells everywhere.
Yeah, the blood smell is everywhere.
Gotcha.
And the tiger's at the bridge, so
Yeah, that's understandable. I'll move 10 feet more.
Nothing happens. You just gonna stay back there? The owl's probably gonna stay with you.
Yeah. Oh, I've actually prepared a character sheet for it.
I'm just gonna call back to the others and say, you might want to keep some distance, but not too far away. And I'm then going to turn around to the fucking tiger and say, I hope you can understand me, but you're a little big. Maybe don't move directly behind us because of we don't know how much weight the bridge can hold. Can you nod if you understand me?
Just because you're calling him fat, he's shaking his head no.
You understand me, gotcha. So just try not to make the bridge collapse, please. I'm gonna move 10 feet more.
Alright. Something will happen, but does anybody else move?
Yeah, Leaf does.
I'm gonna move up about there and then just hold Eldritch Blast in case an enemy shows up.
There's no reason for you to hold Eldritch Blast at the moment.
Yeah, I was about to say, that seems a little meta.
Yeah. But you're free to move. It's just nothing's really at this point, has everybody moved their token to where they want it?
Yep.
Alright, I need everybody to roll me a perception.
Oh, heavens. Oh, hey!
Mine is better than the tiger's.
Alright, so everybody succeeded pretty much.
Woo!
So you're not caught by surprise or anything, and you're allowed to shout out. The water begins to bubble underneath the bridge, and out emerges a hydra.
Okay, no.
Oh no. Oh no.
And that is where we will... Nah, Dolly, you can't go running away.
I was like, oh, no water.
It's great. We missed you, Dolly.
No.
Dolly's allowed to move up to twice her movement when scary things happen.
And this is where we will pick up next week. The giant hydra battle. Dun dun dun!
Hey, L.
I hope everybody had fun.
Okay, let's swap out the out token for the... No, just put up.
Alright, I can put that token out for your Al. Alright. Hope you guys had fun.